Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the 10 Commandments of Leadership. This is where we do two main things. Number one, we educate, empower, and equip emerging leaders with God-thought leadership. And number two, we present current events and newsmakers in the light of best practices from the Bible. Today's episode is entitled Parents or Partners? Active Listening as the Secret Sauce of Leadership at Home. Parents or partners? Active listening as the secret sauce of leadership at home. When our children stumble, and they will, we as parents have two choices. We could either tower over them as disciplinarians, or we could kneel beside them as partners. A recent CNBC article highlights 6 magic phrases that help parents raise children that will truly listen. Number 1, I believe you. Number 2, let's figure this out together. Number 3, you can feel this. I'm right here. Number 4, I'm listening. Tell me what's going on. Number 5, I hear you. I'm on your side. And number 6, I've got you no matter what. Do you notice a common thread of all of these? Each one affirms presence, empathy, and solidarity. They aren't about control. They're about connection. They're about connection. Presidential candidate Bill Clinton in 1992 had a debate moment when he said, I feel your pain. And it worked. But not because it was political, it worked because it was parental. And we Americans heard that. Likewise, our children need less of our pronouncements and more of our partnerships. This is egoholism recovering step number 3. Become an active listener. Active listening means resisting the urge to legislate or solve problems too quickly. For example, instead of accusatory questions such as, why did you do that? Try the humble 2-word invitation. What happened? What happened? When we listen, we often hear echoes of our own childhood missteps. Let me say that again. When you and I listen, we often hear echoes from our own childhood missteps. And we've had a bunch of those. And that's the perfect time to save and to share. Not as a lecture, but as a testimony. I've been there. I've fallen down, and I've stubbed my toe too. And here's what I learned. Testimony. Leadership expert Dr. John C. Maxwell reminds us that give them your heart before you ask them for their hand. Give them your heart before you ask them for your hand. And Jesus also reminds us, except you become as little children, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. Let's face it. We've been taught in school to read, to write, and in college to speak, but we've never been taught how to listen. We've never been taught Listening 101. That's why learning to listen is leadership homework for every parent, every partner, every recovering egoholic, and every emerging leader. Because when we can hear our children, we can stop widening the chasm, instead start to build the bridges that bring us together. And that's how bitter lemons become not only better lemonade, but sometimes even the best even become lemon meringue pies. I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope that you've been encouraged. I hope that you've been informed. I hope that you've been inspired. And if any of those things have happened, encouragement, inspiration, or information, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow, because we'll be past Wednesday, past hump day, on to Thursday, heading for the weekend. Thank you for joining us today on the 10 Commandments of Leadership. I'm your host, Tim Alston. I'm a leadership strategist. I'm a 4-time Amazon best-selling author. And I am a recovering ego